Alright there, YouTube, it is the Bat Nerd, and I am here with a ranking video. So, the fifth phase in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has drawn to a close with Thunderbolts. Movie-wise, of course, we still have one more MCU show to go um, before Fantastic Four is out. So, this will just be the Marvel Phase 5 movies. And the MCU TV shows for Phase 5, we'll get to them. Like I said, we only have Ironheart to come out in June. Like I said, before the release of Fantastic Four. So, yeah, this is all my opinion. If you have your own, feel free to share in the comments. So, at number 6, there's 6 movies. Number 6 is The Marvels. Yeah, what was going on with this movie? I mean, I thought Captain Marvel was great. Great callback to the 90s, but this one, tying in with Miss Marvel and, Monica with WandaVision, and we see the Skrulls return, and we get a cameo from Valkyrie, but what the hell was going on with that planet where everyone talks in singing? That was cringy. That was a cringe fest. And there were so many things as well with this movie. Such a lazy production. I'd say one of the best parts of this movie was the mid-credit scene where we get a cameo from Kelsey Grammer as Beast. Set in like the X-Men universe. I really liked that mid-credit scene. But the rest, it was like, no. Nothing wrong with Brie Larson or anything like that, or Samuel Jackson. It's just, I expected better. So, coming in at number 5, it is the one that kicked off Phase 5, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Again, this looked like a rush production. A huge chunk of the movie was set in the quantum realm, and the CGI just looked poor. There was some ridiculous comedic moments in there, and I gotta say, upon second viewing, I kind of was a bit bored with this. Like, it felt like a chore to watch. And, the first time was good. I like that. But then we get Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror, which looked good. I thought this was, a glimpse of what's to come. And we get that mid-credit scene with the Citadel of Kangs, which was gonna lead to Avengers Kang Dynasty, but that's no longer happening because of the whole firing of Jonathan Majors, and we, are not going to see that. I did like the end credit scene with Loki tying into Loki Season 2, and I feel they could wrap that bit up nicely with Kang and stuff, and yeah, we're getting Doomsday next. So, number 4 is Captain America Brave New World. So, Sam Wilson takes on the mantle of Captain America after the Falcon and the Winter Soldier set them in motion. And I thought it had good action sequences. But come on. This was more or less a sequel to the 2008's The Incredible Hulk. And I think The Incredible Hulk's so underrated in the MCU. I think it's a good movie. And this, it was a Hulk movie without the Hulk. Yeah, that's what I found disappointing as well. Another thing was Red Hulk, Harrison Ford taking over for the late William Hurt as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, now the president, and good cameo from Liv Tyler. But we impatiently wait a long time in the movie to see him become Red Hulk, and he doesn't even do it until like the final act, and even then it's a 10-minute fight. So they basically marketed the shit out of this movie with Red Hulk, promising him in there, which we did get. But like I say, they definitely, marketed it to make it look good. One of those movie trailers that can be better than the movie. I also thought the leader was a good villain, just not as cool looking as we were hoping. Yeah, but like I say, it was a Hulk sequel with Captain America as the lead. But Anthony Mackie was great as, Sam Wilson, Captain America. But yeah, this should have been a Hulk movie. So coming in at number 3 is the most recent entry. It is Thunderbolts. Yes, Thunderbolts, the final movie of this phase, and I love this movie. First of all, it didn't feel like homework. Secondly, we had fun with this movie. We had fun, we had action, we had some comedic relief from David Harbour and Bob, who was played by Lewis Pullman before he was like the temporary villain, even though the real villain was that woman whose name is a mouthful and I can't remember at this point. Valentina. But yeah, like I say, it was a fun movie. We had a good mid-credit scene, a great post-credit scene teasing the next movie. So yeah, like I say, this was a fun one, and they're technically the new Avengers now. But yeah, Thunderbolts, fun one. Apparently like Marvel's Suicide Squad, but yeah, it was a fun movie. Next at number 2 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So, not as good as the first movie or the second one, but, well, yeah, it is better than the second movie, but not as good as the first movie. We see a lot of Rocky Raccoon's backstory, and it's tragic. There are sad moments, there are funny moments. For the first time ever in the MCU, they dropped the F-bomb just once, because they can only say it so much in a PG-13 movie. Interesting villain. Just a fun finale, which I enjoyed. Fun end credit scene, fun post-credit scene. Well, not much of the post-credit scene, but hinting that Star-Lord will return. It was a great final outing for the Guardians of the Galaxy and for James Gunn's trilogy before he went to do the DCU. Yes. Yes, so Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, my second spot. So number 1, I think you can guess it is, yes, Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah. I just love that Marvel finally went all out and gave us an R-rated movie. And Deadpool proved that R-rated superhero movies can work. And this, I feel, was the best one. A fun multiverse adventure, taking place in the Void mainly. Marvel did everything we wanted. It was the only Marvel Studios movie to come out in 2024, because Marvel were learning from their mistakes with the early start of Phase 5. And we got it all. We had Ryan Reynolds return. They knew that no one else could play Deadpool. We also had Hugh Jackman return as Wolverine. And wasn't the same Wolverine we followed in the Fox movie era. And he had his yellow spandex costume at last. And that bit where he pulls on his mask, I lost my shit. But yeah, a hell of a movie. We had fun cameos from old faces. This was also a good tribute, a good send-off for the Fox Marvel era with the X-Men movies, and we also got Wesley Snipes' return as Blade. We got Channing Tatum as Gambit from the unmade Gambit movie that never happened, or maybe in some other universe it did. We got Chris Evans' return as Johnny Storm, his take on the Human Torch. We had fourth wall breaks. This was just a fun movie that I enjoyed the hell out of, and it was one of the best movies of the summer of last year. So yes, there you go. There is my ranking for MCU Phase 5 movies. I will do the TV shows at some point, the Disney Plus shows, when Ironheart is concluded. But yeah, for now, those are how I rank the movies in the MCU. So how would you rank this? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I have been the Bat Nerd, and this has been a ranking video on the MCU movies Phase 5. So, until next time, Bat Nerd out.